I have been a lifelong Democrat and voted blue every chance I've had. I voted for Barack Obama in his second term. I voted for Hillary Clinton begrudgingly. I voted for Biden begrudgingly. And I voted for Kamala begrudgingly. I did so because those were the options we had. I loved voting for Obama. I hated voting for everyone else. And I've noticed that millennials, me being one of them, we are the last generation that I can see that has this dual mentality, this binary thought process of left versus right. I don't think that really exists in Gen Z anymore. I don't think they care about that. I think Gen Z look at the world as just what it is. And that is that everything is expensive. Nothing makes sense. They can't figure out why corruption is so rampant. And every time someone promises them something, they lie. They don't get it done. And maybe it's not malicious, but whenever they promise something, it's never done. It's never given to them. And the millennials are the first generation that are not going to be better than their parents. And the Gen Z are going to be even worse. So when 2024 came around and there was this massive swing of Gen Z voters to Republicans, the world was like, well, what's going on? That doesn't make sense. The numbers don't say that. Well, that's because the numbers were wrong. Because the Gen Z looked at the Biden administration, who were adamant that nothing was wrong with the economy, even though there was glaring problems, and said, we don't want to vote for gaslighting. We don't want that anymore. And they voted for Republicans. They voted for Trump. And now Trump's doing the same thing. And his polling is worse than it's ever been, which is insane, by the way. And I think if Democrats truly want to succeed, if they want to push forward, if they want this election, this midterm and 2028 and beyond for that matter, to go well, they need to focus on progressive thoughts. For too long, the Republicans have set their foot in the sand, and then they'd step a little bit further, and that's the new line. Step a little further, that's the new line. And then instead of the Democrats doing the opposite, pushing further, moving that Overton window to the left, instead of doing that, they just kept following the Republicans. Okay, well, that's your new line. Well, let me walk up to that one. That's your new line. Well, let me walk up to that one. And now the modern Democratic Party are just soft Republicans. And the Democrats and the left-leaning and the people who want progressive, they want progression, see that and they think, well, why am I voting for you to begin with? You're no different. You just have a blue tie on.